Hello and welcome to Luxury Premier, the ultimate destination for dreamers pursuing insight. And if you're here with us, it's not a coincidence that you are watching this video. Here in Luxury Premier, we only want what is best for you. May our videos inspire you and hope that all of your dreams may come true. You are watching a Luxury Premier motivational video. The 15 best money advice from us. Welcome to Luxury Premier, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello and welcome to this special Luxury Premier motivational video. We've talked about money, wealth, and business advice so far. As a result, we decided to look over everything and compile a concise list of the best recommendations possible. It was difficult to narrow down the list, but this is the best of the best. We sorted through everything to find only the most useful financial advice available. Here's the deal. The life in front of you is more important than the life behind you. So pay attention to what you're going to discover. You will do well financially if you follow even one of these best tips. If you follow more than one, your chances of gaining wealth throughout your life increase. With that said, here are the best 15 pieces of money and wealth advice from us. Number 1. Focus on increasing your income, not on saving. This is especially true in your early years when you don't have a lot of money to save. Instead of saving your money, reinvest it. There are more opportunities when you invest in something. Test things, try things, and build things to make more money. Once you've mastered the art of earning money, the entire world opens to you. Most people only know one way to get money, which is to keep their job. Don't be one of them. Dream big. Number 2. Invest using some of your income. You can't afford to waste your money if you want to be rich, believe it or not. Despite the fact that you are earning money, you should not improve the quality of your life until your investments, not your salary, allow you to do so. The most common cause for some people's sudden growth in wealth is that they live as if they are poor when they are not. The quickest way to build wealth is to invest between 50 to 70% of your income and live on what's left. Number 3. Invest only in what you understand. Here's the truth. When people don't know what they're doing, they lose money. Think about it carefully when you're investing. If you're a fan of makeup, invest in beauty products. Invest in agriculture if you're interested in farming and etc. Look at what you do in your spare time. Discover a niche where you can make money from it and then do it. The biggest mistake most people make is they throw money at things they don't understand. Number 4. Money is a numbers game. You'll need to get used to working with numbers. Basic mathematics is all you need to know. Addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, and percentages. That's really the only thing I have to say about it. Do you understand why? Money isn't real after all. Money is a measurement unit. It's just pieces of paper with people on them, with no essential worth. Its main function is to assist you in determining the value of something and to promote a proper transaction. You'll need to know Math 101 to measure correctly. Make sure you know your numbers. How much you make, how much you spend equals how much you're left with. Number 5. You can control the time you put in. Despite the fact that everyone has the same 24 hours in a day, not everyone spends them in the same way. Time is something that you have complete control over. You must choose whether to spend the next hour growing or like waiting for the paint to dry. Successful people invest their time in becoming more successful, while incompetent people try to explain their inaction. If someone puts in 40 hours a week and you put in 80 or 100, your growth and success will be much accelerated. After a few years, they'll be so far behind you that they won't be able to catch up. You must renounce the illusion that there are shortcuts in life. When you sacrifice the future for the present, be very careful because the present quickly becomes the past and the future is inevitable. Number 6. Let your assets buy your toys. Big wealth building lesson here. Rich people don't work in order to buy stuff. They work to buy money-making machines. Do you know why? Because if you earn money and then spend it, you are no longer in possession of it. If you buy a money-making machine, on the other hand, you can buy whatever you want with the money the machine makes for you. This is a simple but powerful principle that you must include in your life. Many people people are unaware that there is a moment in a person's wealth increase that we refer to as the Great Barrier. This is the point at which the person will never be poor again. When your money-making machines are profitable enough to buy more money-making machines, you've reached a major sticking point. Your money is actively increasing your wealth. This is why the rich are constantly getting richer. They pass the Great Barrier. Number 7. Always negotiate. Everything should be negotiated, not because you're cheap, but because you want to get the most value for money. You most likely worked hard for that money, and when you spend it, you're putting a price of that work. Remember how money is just a measurement unit? Your reality will get richer the more value you can charge for your effort. And guess what? Reality is negotiable. Since negotiation allows you to accelerate your progress, you can negotiate a better life for yourself. It entails bargaining and obtaining a raise. It's time to talk about your responsibilities. Have a conversation with your friends or spouse about your happiness. It could even require negotiating with yourself at times. Start negotiating if you don't like anything in your life or want things to change for the better. Number 8. Don't spend money on you don't have. This wouldn't be a list of the best money advice without this one. You don't have to keep up appearances or go into debt to fulfill your desire for a large television. Until you can afford one, learn to live without it. Debt is the modern-day evolution of slavery. Until the debt is repaid, someone owns your effort. Number 9. Bet on your strength. Hire your weaknesses. You aren't a Swiss Army knife, are you? The best piece of advice you can get on this topic is go all in on your strengths. Some areas of life and business come easier to you than others. They feel more natural to you, and people notice. This is your golden opportunity to advance to the next level. This is where you can make the most difference. It's your competitive advantage. You may be lacking in talent or talents in one area, but guess what? You'll be able to recruit and outsource these because of your strength. If you're unsure where to begin, become a freelancer for one skill you believe you can excel in. Someone who is the polar opposite of you exists and will gladly outsource this shortfall to you. You'll start bringing money in over time, and as you do, more doors will open. Number 10. The more valuable you become, the more you earn. If you're unhappy with your income, the solution is simple. Do activities that are more valuable than what you're doing now. The market will compensate you in a proportional manner to your participation. There are 2 simple ways to accomplish this. 1. Do more of what you're already doing, or do it better. 2. Acquire a new skill that enables you to perform a more useful task. Both of them will increase your earnings. Most people spend long-term attention to the second because the first is already occupied. You only have so many hours in a day to work, so make the most of it. Your ability to connect the dots that lead to important answers is what gives you value. You can build more connections if you have more dots. Ideas, abilities, personal connections, habits, and more are represented by dots in this scenario. People can lose their wealth due to unforeseen events, but you can never lose your real value, and no one can take it away from you. Number 11. Money is a tool. Treat it as such. Money, like fuel for a fire, speeds up the process. Money isn't required to create something valuable, but it certainly helps. However, if you're not used to having tools, proceed with caution. In the hands of someone who knows how to handle a chef's knife, it allows a cook to accomplish his work more effectively and efficiently. In the hands of a newbie, it either doesn't make a difference or even worse, it can cause harm. As with any other tool, the more you use it, the more at ease you feel with it, and you even begin to love using it since you are so familiar with it. Money is exactly like this. Number 12. Use other people's money to build wealth. Building wealth takes time, and the rewards isn't as high as you may have been led to believe. Early on, you'll most likely be relying on yourself. Invest your time and money until you grasp the concept of wealth creation. After that, you'll need to create a network and utilize it for more success in order to reach the next level of wealth. You won't be able to access certain possibilities or levels in this money game unless you know how to use other people's money. This is literally why banks exist. You deposit your money in the bank, and the bank then provides it to someone who knows how to make more money with other people's money. Consider the following scenario. you only have $20,000 to invest, so you go to the bank and borrow an additional $80,000 from other people in order to purchase a $100,000 property. You owe the bank $500 per month to cover the 20-year mortgage. The property is a good find, so you rent it for more than enough to cover expenses and mortgage. Your tenant is now paying for your property. Property prices double every 10 years on average. So in 20 years, when the property is paid in full, your $20,000 investment is now worth $400,000. That, my friend, is how rich people get super rich, using other people's money. Number 13. Learn the fundamentals, not the tactics. Despite changes in the environment, we humans remain the same. We have the same reactions to the same things, and we have the same feelings. We don't go through a lot of changes. The only difference is that we used gold coinage back then, and you probably had more brothers and sisters. The trouble with jumping on the latest trend is that techniques quickly become outdated. Instead, concentrate on mastering the essentials. Learn how to make a sale, and as long as you live, you'll be able to sell anything. You'll be able to connect with someone if you learn to communicate with them. Tactics are temporary, however, fundamentals are permanent. Number 14. Passive income is worth 10 times earned income. This is a significant event for us. Why? Most first-time investors focus on what's known as ROI, return on investment, while more advanced and sophisticated investors look at ROT, return on time. $50,000 per year in passive income is way more valuable than a job that pays $250,000 and you have to work 80-hour weeks. Why? Because passive income allows you to be more independent. It doesn't take up any of your time and allows you to increase your market value. The last piece of money advice in this list is number 15. The best time to start is right now. If you wish to build, now is the time to build. Start manifesting yourself into the world if you want your life to matter. Perfect timing will never exist. You're reading this because you're not like everyone else, or at the very least, you don't want to be like everyone else. Failure is not the total opposite of success. It's a case of inaction. Because you aren't changing, your life doesn't change. Start today. Not tomorrow, not Monday, not next year, if you don't want to fall into the same trap as everyone else. Today. After you finish watching this video, do something you've been putting off. That is how you progress. You can't claim that you didn't have the information, guidance, or motivation, or that you didn't know what to do because you didn't have the information, guidance, or motivation. Every wealthy and billionaire in the world understands what these are. Gold for the mind. We've simplified hundreds of books, meetings, and mentor advice into a concise list based on our own personal experience. Do whatever you want with it. And because you're watching us till the end, we want to share a special piece of advice just for you. Do not be a slave to the money. We understand that money is on everyone's mind and that having more of it would solve a lot of the problems you're dealing with right now. Get the money, but not at the expense of yourself. We've seen firsthand how people have sacrificed their health, families, goals, and desires in the chase of wealth and ended up miserable. We want you to have all you desire in life. We've learned that life is only as wonderful as the people with whom you share it. Today, we hope you learned something new that you will remember for the rest of your life. We'd like to thank everyone who has stayed with us this far. Despite the fact that we have never met, please know that we respect and admire you for choosing to be here today. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us, dreamers. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos.